And just like that, episode 4.
Yeah, of What the World Needs. Another comedy podcast.
You didn't tell me that's how we were supposed to do it. But I like that. That was very professional. You're like, remember that thing? Remember that thing we didn't rehearse?
Yep. I was going to spring it on you because honestly.
With finger guns. Springed it on me with finger guns, baby.
No, because sometimes we come and we chat like before, and I've legitimately almost always gotten you to do a spit take, and we're never like recording. And I was like, I'm going to stop. I got to be funny on camera. So that's what I'm really working hard to do.
We're here. I'm Jared. This is Caitlin.
That's me.
That's Noah.
Noah Cam.
Noah will have his own camera. You waved to the wrong camera.
Hi. He's killing it. First day on Noah Cam.
Crushing it. You said you had some stuff to bring up. I got some stuff to bring up.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, dude.
You want to go first?
What are you talking about, dude? Uncle Donnie's in La Casa Blanca. We're not going to talk about that?
I was like, he's going to make
Toledo.
me talk about it. I'm going to be like, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to be like, no idea, but yeah.
No, I mean, no one has to say how they feel about it, but I will say I think everyone was surprised at how much he won by.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've been following, like, pretty much like the House, the Senate, the president, the governor seats, everything's red now.
Yes.
Which is really gnarly because then we live in California, one of the most historically blue states for forever. And if you look at the breakdown of California, it's like pretty much unless you live by water, you didn't vote blue. Yeah. Which is pretty gnarly. And then if you're by Florida, but they don't live by water, they live by hurricanes. So
water comes to them.
Exactly. Extreme tides. Mm-hmm. No, I was just really surprised by it. Yeah. I didn't think he was going to lose, but I didn't think he was going to crush.
You thought maybe he'd not clutch the popular vote.
No, exactly.
Boom. I knew a political. What's up, Noah?
He sure did. He sure did. I'm excited that the greatest roast comic of all time is back. I can't wait to see. This is like I texted Noah, everyone. I said this is Michael Jordan in his Wizards era for me. Like it's not going to be what it was 2016. Like we're not going to see that level of roasting, but everyone's going to have to respect him now. They're going to be like, oh shit.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like people are.
No, it seems like everyone's terrified.
Yeah.
But also he seems chiller now. I don't know if anyone listened to the like victory speech or whatever. It was pretty tame. Yeah. So I think he has a new person like writing like
Noah, was this the first time you're allowed to legally vote?
Yeah.
Yeah? Nice.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
Because of 4 years ago, he would have been 17.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Kicking it off with some strong math. What's up?
You're like, wait, Noah didn't cross the border? What?
No, I guess my dumbass forgot that, again, the math was off. I thought 2020 would have been when you were able to vote.
Nope.
Yeah, but he's still not able to vote because he's not an American citizen. So.
Oh, really?
No. Yes.
Nuh-uh. You are. No. Uh-huh.
I literally just said
yeah. I was thinking about it. I don't know. I was like, oh, dang. Get to know more about Noah.
I wouldn't out him on the podcast like that if he was illegal.
You're in charge of what makes it to the internet. So
that is true.
You can edit whatever you want in or out.
I got to do like a bad splice of just every time you've done something awkward.
I know. I think about that all the time, just like all the faces I make, because I'm just like thinking about words. And then I'm like, one day I'll figure it out.
Yeah, no, that's all I wanted to say. I was just, especially since this one's coming out on what? Well, we're recording this. This is the 8th, November 8th. So 9th. I'm living in the past.
Jared's never good about what number day it is.
No. I don't care. So
there. How about that?
But yeah, just thought that was surprising and just wanted to mention that because I was like, whoa, because we were at Good Times. I think I was actually doing stand up.
Oh, like while it was,
I think when the race was finally called, I was doing stand up.
Yeah.
Which was pretty funny.
With the big like debate, I was doing stand up at like a hookah lounge.
Nice.
For like 2 people. And the host was like, who are you going to vote for? I was like, well, I got to listen. I got to hear what's going on. I don't know. And then I was like, I'll probably just write something silly in like I normally do.
Have you ever smoked hookah?
Oh yeah. Actually, I had a big like hookah face.
Really? Yeah. I've never smoked it.
You've never had hookah? Well, you're a baby. But you've never had hookah?
No.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I had a big hookah phase when I was like Noah's age, like 18 to like before I could legally drink. There was, because actually I lived in San Luis Obispo for a little bit.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's where I did my stint at community college, and
Cuesta.
that's them. Yeah, and so I was down there, and there's a big, I don't know if it's still there. I haven't been back, but there was a hookah lounge that everybody who couldn't like go drink yet would kind of go to.
Is hookah just nicotine?
I don't know. Think I know? I was like, "What's up? What are we doing?" I was like, I'm here to fit in. I wasn't here to ask questions.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I think it is. I think it's just tobacco. So it is just like
But
nicotine.
it's like flavored or something, right? Because it's different than just smoking cigarettes.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Because cigarettes are not, I did it too. I did that too. But also just to be cool. Just to look cool.
Yeah, I've never smoked a cigarette either.
Yeah, no?
I've never had nicotine.
Wow.
Yeah. Once I heard how addictive it was, I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Right.
Like
I'll stick to my tequila sodas.
Yeah. No, yeah. I like to experiment with certain substances, but anytime it's like this is fairly addictive, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah, yeah.
I need to be able to stop because I already get too enthusiastic about things.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say I've ever been addicted, but I've done something past the point of like, this isn't even doing what it was supposed to do. I just wanted to see if there's like that next thing to it. Even right now, it's my relationship with caffeine.
I was good. I put down all my podcast notes because I'm a professional now. 4 episodes in, taking notes. I was gonna like check in about vices. You know, so it's like, so right now you think caffeine is the big thing?
Maybe. It's kind of the only drug, and I do think it's a drug.
Yeah.
I even think sugar's a drug at this point. I swore myself off of sugar for a long time, and now I'm pretty like sugar sensitive. And since we just went through Halloween, like, dude, anytime I eat candy now, like, it irritates me because my heart starts to pound and shit. I'm like, this is not fucking worth it. Like, and it comes on just like a drug would.
Yep.
Like, it feels the same way when I took something and I go, I don't even know if I want to do that, but it's like in my system. And I'm like, well, I guess I got to do this now. It's that same feeling, but for like that. So I almost like, I thought about this when I was really high one time. I was like, dude, anything you put in your body is a drug. So even like food, like, but its side effect is like you live longer.
Yeah.
Because it's just energy. Like it's all just substances. And I don't know if that holds up now that I'm sober, but
yeah,
sometimes I think about that.
Yeah.
When I think about what I'm eating, it makes me think about what I'm eating in a more mindful way. It's like, you're not just like eating, like you're putting a certain thing into your body and you're going to get something out of it. So if you eat a bunch of candy, you're hurting yourself, even though it's delicious.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I do the same thing. I'm old too, not like Noah, where it's like I'll have a slice of cake and
I'm going to challenge you to not say his name for like 5 minutes.
he has his own cam and everything. I'm like, yes, I'm so excited about the cam that will be unnamed. But no, it's like, so I'll have a slice of cake and lay down and be like, ooh, I got heart palpitations bad. I wish I didn't do that. And then there's nothing to do. That's
what last night, Ronnie and I went to dinner and we had like calamari, garlic fries, and like hot wings. Too much oil.
Yeah, I know.
It
grease.
Was so good. Yeah.
I know.
No, and the grease was fucking me up.
Then
and I was like,
hurts.
yeah. And I'm like, dude, this is lame. Like, but then I realized I used to always think I just got really hyped at like kids' birthday parties and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I realized like, oh no, that's the byproduct of eating shit.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
You go to like Chuck E. Cheese, you run around the ball pit. Yeah, and I'm talking about when I was a kid, not doing this now. But like eating all that oily stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, you just get really hyped and sweaty with your friends.
Yeah.
You're playing. It's like
that's what you do.
Yeah. No, it has everything to do with the food you're eating.
And I think, and like your parents, I know we already talked about, did a good job of like making sure you had water and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't drink a lot of soda or anything like.
Yeah. So you were probably at a birthday party. You were like, they got code red and cake.
Oh, I mean, I only ever drank Diet Coke. Like I always thought, I was always weirded out by sodas that had a color that wasn't brown. Like blue, like people drinking blue shit. Like even Gatorade, like I only like the orange one because I don't know. There's something about like, I knew if it's green liquid, that cannot be good for you. Like there's no way something that's neon green.
Right.
I knew that at like 6 years old. I'm like, that shouldn't go in your body. Some fucking code red shit. Get out of here, dude.
Yeah,
like,
no.
Yeah, but for some reason, I was like, oh, my parents drink a lot of soda. They don't seem to be dead.
Yeah.
Like,
but they were Diet Coke.
Diet Coke, yeah.
Specifically, or Diet Pepsi, or did it matter?
Diet Coke, like, all the time, only Diet Pepsi if Coke wasn't around. But always Diet. We didn't...
Same. We always had Diet everything. in the house.
Which is funny because I only had real Coke as an adult.
Yeah.
And again, because the sugar, I was like, this is disgusting.
Yeah, I also don't like it. Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. We should be podcast buddies. We have so much in common.
We should start a podcast. We should invite anybody to have their own camera on it and not talk about it.
Dude, you're still doing it.
I was like,
I'm gonna actually get. That's still a point, dude. You can't.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't know.
You're one of them.
I didn't know all the weird rules about it. I'll stop. I'll knock it off now. Just normal.
Just oh boy.
I am curious. How are you consuming your caffeine? If you're
coffee.
So do you still have the weird rule where you can only drink brown drinks?
See, okay, yeah, no, it's not that specific in the sense of that. Now I'm an adult. I have a more nuanced opinion on beverages. Even soda, even though I have it from time to time, I have it now for the caffeine. It's like I want caffeine, but I don't want so much caffeine like coffee where I won't be able to sleep. So I do use soda as a drug now, specifically. When it comes to regular, just everyday stuff, I try to keep it to water, tea, coffee, and then even now, like the tequila sodas thing, like outside of our place, because I get them for free there, I don't really drink. Like that's like the one day I drink now. And even then I keep coming home just like semi hungover going like, I'm going to have to give this up at some point. Like I'm thinking I might do something where like funniest set of the night gets my free drinks because I get like 2 of them there. Like that might be a way I can do it because I don't want to, they're like the part of me goes like, well, I'm entitled to them. I don't want them to
Obviously,
go away.
Yeah. It's part of why I'm here.
But I also don't want to justify poisoning myself once a week because that's kind of stupid. And it does feel that way with the way I do it. I'm just like, I'm just making myself feel really shitty for Tuesday.
Yeah.
So what's the point of this?
Yeah.
I was on the Suicide Logs podcast with Marconi. He's been a guest on a couple of my shows. And we were talking about drinking specifically and how he's always had a weird relationship with alcohol. He'll go through spurts where he'll do it and then he'll swear off it for a long time. Yeah. And I was talking about how when I first started doing stand-up, I realized a big reason why I started drinking more was because I hated being at open mics.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, this is such a bad reason to drink.
Yeah.
Like, where when I was younger, I used to drink all the time because I like to party. And I was like, now, your body can't hold hold that down. But I'm like, dude, why am I drinking so much if I really don't like doing it? Yeah. And especially when I was running 4 Bells because it was so stressful. I was like, dude, I got into the habit of drinking just so I didn't hate this thing so much. And you get caught up, like you're getting paid for it. So you're like, well, especially when you just started. Because at that point I was like, you're like, what, 7-8 months in now? Something. Okay. So I was like
February.
Oh, yeah. So 8 months. Yeah.
Call it.
Almost 9.
Almost 9.
So at that point, I was running a show that got really popular. Didn't think that was going to happen. So I didn't want to let it go because it was like giving me a little bit of like clout. But I was like, dude, it got so stressful. Just everybody who came through there needed some sort of special favor. Yeah. Nobody could just like sign up and show up when they needed to. It was like 30 comics going like, hey, I got a show to go to. Like, can you bump me up? Or like, oh, it's okay, just put me at the back. Like Miles Brown was the only one who was always a gentleman about it. He always showed up way too fucking late to sign up. So he'd be like number 30th. And I'm just like, I felt so bad because he'd be there when the signups started. But everyone else who had pre-signed, obviously would like beat him to it. And he was like, no, it's good. I'll just hang out. And he'd wait for like 2 hours to go up. Aww. And by then it was shitty. Like anytime after 10, we called it the twilight hour because it was just not good. Yeah. And never complained about it. That's why last week he came to me and asked if he could bump somebody. And then he messaged me. He was like, I'm really sorry that I did that. I just really had to go somewhere. I'm like, dude, you are fine. I was like, dude, week after week, you ate shit for like months. So I'm like, it's okay that you asked to bump this one time. Yeah. It was like just 2 spots ahead. It wasn't even like a big deal, but he's like, hey, Papa, I really gotta go. And I was like, okay, you can go next. He's like, oh, well, I didn't want to. No, you're going next now.
Settled.
Yeah. Yeah. But, I met his girlfriend.
Aww.
His girlfriend was at Brandom Lounge for the roast battle. They both came through just to watch it.
That's nice.
She's Asian. She looks like my girlfriend's cousin.
There you go.
And I was like, dude, I wonder if they know each other.
Yeah.
And I did like a soft 3 minutes on that to open up the show. It was fun. I like when I have a new thing and I didn't have any material because we did Foxtail and that was rough.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a dogfight.
Super rough. Super rough.
Noah opened it up and you can't have
Point. Noah.
I don't talk to him for 20 minutes of podcast.
I'm excited to talk to Noah. Well, because we're allowed to talk to Noah. We just can't like talk about him and like we're doing now and then not
I
acknowledge
love the way
kid.
your brain works.
I just want to know the rules of how the point system is structured.
I also jumped in because I was there and it was pretty bad.
It was a rough one. You needed a high energy person to start the show.
Yeah.
And they put Noah first and there was no lights on him and he dressed just like he is now. Like he's Anakin Skywalker right before the turn. And so you couldn't even find him. It was just a disembodied voice.
I disappeared into the corner. Everyone could just hear my voice and it wasn't a good one. And yeah, I bombed really hard and then it just didn't help anything.
Next time you should like go to like just put your face in a corner. Like have the microphone and just like put your face in the corner.
Blair Witch it, dude.
Yeah,
Blair Witch it.
that might be
Casey Rocket
weird
style.
or funny.
Dude,
oh,
like-
does he do that?
Oh, that's one of his
Damn
jokes.
it.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
points.
Don't do that. Don't take that.
Yeah, he goes into the corner and goes, "I'm gonna Blair Witch this sit."
Nice. Good
Yeah.
Casey.
He usually does that if he has like a curtain though, but if he doesn't have a curtain then he'll just go in the corner. So like I could just
That
like
would make me laugh so hard.
just
But I
really-
like Noah's style. I like it. So
It's we've talked about this multiple times. It's not a bad style, but it's a particular style.
oh for sure.
It's like he's like stout beer. You either really fuck with it or you don't.
yeah.
And when you think of beer, you don't even think of it.
Yeah.
Type thing. But it's always there, and the people that like it really fuck with it. So, but I don't know. That was a show that was just we had. Okay, this is actually pretty funny. So there was two couples that was like right in front. I didn't realize that they were fighting.
Sick. I love that. I love couple fights in the wild. That's my favorite thing. I hate to be a part of them because that happens, but I love it when it's not me. Go on.
Well, yeah. So they were silently fighting because I didn't know this until my set started because I was like, well, okay, the straight jokes wasn't working. I got to engage these people. So I start doing my crowd work thing and I start trying to talk to them and this bitch does not want to hear from me. I can just tell she's like, don't even fucking.
She's not over here.
Do not talk to me. And I'm just like, nope, we got to do this because.
Now I'm going to pick you harder.
No, I'm just like, I was like, I'll be damned if I'm going to be ignored.
Right.
If I'm bombing, we're arguing. Like that's how I'm going to bomb today. And finally, one of the people in their party was in the bathroom, and so he comes back, and I'm just asking everyone how long they've been married, and I was like, how long into your relationship did you guys stop fucking? That was what I was on, and. Once that person came back, they stood up and left. And I was like, oh, come on. We were like just getting the good stuff. And she goes, don't worry. It's not you. It's them. And points to the other couple. And then they go, yeah, it's us. And I was like, whoa. And then she cackled like a witch. She was like, and I was like, right in my face. And I was like, this is entertaining. Like, this is fine. I'll be the heel for this bit. But they walked out and I was like, what the fuck was that? Like, and yeah, that was the best part of my set, I think.
You don't know why that lady was upset with that other couple?
No, she wouldn't get into it. She left. She removed herself.
Well, that's the adult thing to do, I guess.
No, for sure, but
Can't relate, but
whatever.
You
You guys have fought in public? You don't have to like give me details. I'm just curious.
we fought in public.
Because I was just telling Ronnie last night that I think one thing she and I do really well that if we are fighting, we can save it.
Yeah.
Till like we get home.
Yeah.
And be like, okay, we're not gonna do this in front of everybody.
Yeah, that's tough because it's kind of like, what do you justify? Because I annoy Max, my husband, constantly, and then he has to go out in public with me after constantly. So like, yeah, there's definitely times where I'm like, I'm gonna give him about 30 minutes of me not talking to him, and then I'm gonna like touch his back, and then we're gonna see how it goes from there.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do that all the time, constantly. But no, not like fight. No.
Yeah, that seems normal. I'm talking about like you have an argument in a public place and you're like, I don't give a fuck that we're in a public place. Like we're doing this. We're talking about this. Because I know couples like that.
No.
And I hate it.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, fucking be an adult about it. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking shove that shit down deep.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear about your problems right here.
Yeah.
We're here for the comedy show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hate that.
I
know
saw
what else
you
is
did.
cool?
I saw you did.
I did it. I was those guys. Call back to a second ago. But you know what's cool is like when you're driving and then you see people in the car next to you, full on couple fight.
Yeah, I like those.
Yo, and then I'm trying to match the speed, and then it's like it's
now,
always.
do you do full eye contact? Or
yeah,
do you
I'm like,
bro,
what
come
are you guys
on.
doing in there?
Get out of
That's
town.
crazy.
That's foul.
Yeah, why? Yeah, I'm supposed to not look at it?
Yeah.
Tint your windows. I don't know. Or wait until you get home to fight. But I'm gonna look at it. That's crazy.
I respect it. I can't do it, but I respect it.
Yeah.
That's funny. After one of the shows I did in Santa Clara, Jose Contreras and I were talking, and we saw a couple get into a fucking banger fight.
Nice.
Like, pulled up the car, and she's like, why the fuck was she on your phone? Like, why is she on your fucking phone then, dude? And he's like, man, I got fucking time for this shit. He like gets out of the car, opens the trunk, throws all her shit onto the fucking parking lot, and then he pulls back, runs it over, and then drives away. And she's like crying.
Obsessed.
And we're both looking, and we're looking at each other, and I'm like, should we do anything? And he's like, nah, dude. He's like, he's gonna come back. Sure as shit. He fucking
back.
pulls back around. He's like, baby, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that shit.
Wow.
And I was like, yo.
For sure.
And now we're just standing there, like we feel like we're not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
We're just like,
if we leave, then we acknowledge we saw something weird.
yeah, so we have to stay.
Yeah, exactly.
and
It's like, this is normal.
Yeah, exactly what we were doing. Exactly what we were doing. Just standing there like, so yeah, man. Yeah, figuring out that joke, like trying to get to the end.
Nothing funny about this situation going on. If we can't talk about this later.
No, it was incredible. Because then he's like, God damn, I knew it.
Well, it's different. So for me, I would definitely I'm a girl though. So it's different. I could definitely understand why you guys weren't like, oh, let me come help. Because then it's.
But then also,
add to problems.
Think about that though. You're the woman in that situation. Some two random dudes come up to you.
For sure.
That could be fucking weird. And it's nighttime.
Yeah.
It's nighttime. Jose's scary as fuck. I mean, I'm fretting. I'm kidding.
I mean,
just throwing shit. Come on, man. That man approaches you in the dark. No, I'm kidding. He's gonna get mad.
No, I give off a pretty like non-threatening vibe. A lot of the times to my detriment. That stinks. Yeah. Big words. I know them too. That's crazy.
You do look like you do the poisoning the cupcakes thing though. Like if you showed up on a documentary.
Yeah, no.
Like if you're gonna kill Max, that's how you're gonna do it. It's gonna be slow. It's gonna take forever.
We're doing some Game of Thrones shit. I'm not going poison. What are they saying? Game of Thrones poison is a woman's weapon or whatever. I'm not doing that. I gotta do something out of the box. I'm thinking, gun to my head, an axe. I don't know.
You're gonna axe murder Max?
Yeah, but like a cool one where it's like on both sides.
Jesus Christ! So you gotta fucking buy this fancy ass axe.
Buy it.
Wow,
I own it. No, I'm just
kidding. No, talk about telegraphing your moves. You're like, can I get a double-faced Viking axe? You're like, what would you need that for, man?
Like what Tyrion got in the face at the Battle of Blackwater Bay.
I see.
Yeah, sorry.
You've watched one show.
My whole life. Yeah. Ever since it came. Well, actually, I was like super late to the party. So we watched Max watched it in real time, and so like we watched it right before the last season came out. I got my wisdom teeth taken out. One of those like 5 trips I've taken to the dentist.
Yeah,
I got my wisdom teeth taken out, and so then we got to binge it, and then we waited for the last season. So you can imagine how that went. Game of Thrones guys in here?
I watched it. It was
like it?
I missed the first season, and it sounds like the biggest thing you get out of that was that Ned died, and I was like, whatever.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
From a decade ago.
I don't care.
I just started watching Vikings.
I
Which
watched
ones?
that too.
There's so many.
It's a good one. It's really good. I didn't think it'd be that good.
Those shows are fun.
What's your favorite part about the Vikings?
You about to say his name? You didn't want to say his name?
I'm not though.
What's my favorite part? I don't know. The character Floki, if you remember that guy.
Floki is 6. Skarsgård.
Yeah.
That's our favorite game at home when we're watching TV and one of the Skarsgårds, the Skarsgård family?
Yeah.
The one
Pennywise.
guy? Yes. That guy. That's my favorite Skarsgård. I'm just going to say. I watched
How many more are there?
So many, dude. There's the freaking Floki is a Skarsgård.
Okay.
Also then, from this one show that I know. Is he from Mad Men? The oldest one? Sorry. Put him on the spot. No, but we watched this one show that was Reese Witherspoon and Nicole Kidman and Shailene Woodley and a fourth lady, and they were like, I don't want to say it was Big Little Lie. I love Fourth Lady.
She's so
Fourth Lady
good.
fucking rocks. But
they always rob her at the Oscars.
damn it, what is that? Sorry about that, internet. What is that show called? Big Little Lies or something.
Pretty Little Liars?
No, I didn't want to watch that. I'm an adult. That's kid stuff. But if only we had Noah set up that he could look it up right now. But there's another Skarsgård. There's the other Skarsgård. I'm gonna look it up. I'm sorry. That's unprofessional as hell. But also the dad Skarsgård is a guy. The dad Skarsgård is a guy. I don't know what he does though. I think the top Skarsgård might have been from Matt Oldest. I don't want to be like top. Obviously, top for me is Pennywise. I watched Barbarian. I don't like scary movies. I like a suspense.
Barbarian was a good ass movie though.
Barbarian was such a good movie, but it messed me up bad. And so it's like it's hard. Anytime we're gonna watch something that is suspense but is scary, I have to make the same agreement with Max every time, where I'm like, okay, but you're gonna have to walk me to the bathroom when I have to pee in the middle of the night for the next 2 to 3 weeks. And he agrees.
What's Barbarian about again?
You go, Jared.
That one I don't want to spoil because just people should watch it.
New, yeah.
People should watch it, and you wouldn't believe me if I told you. The movie twists like 2 times, and it twists incredibly that you think you're watching one movie, and then a twist happens. You're like, okay, I'm watching this movie, and then another thing happens. You're like, what is happening? And the whole time it's fucking fantastic. Okay. So we'll watch it, dude. I'll watch it with you sometime.
Is it a horror movie though?
It's a thriller. I
think so. It's scary.
It's scary. I think it's still technically.
It's not gory. I won't watch it if it's.
No, I think it's categorized as a thriller.
Because I think I might be getting it mixed with a different movie in my head. That's why
it is really good. Best horror movie I've seen in a while right now is Smile. The first Smile is so good.
I've heard that.
Oh,
did you see Second Smile?
No, I haven't. I heard it's not as good, and I'm a little bummed. But I do want to see it because I haven't been to the movies in a while, and I'll only wait for something like that. Because I like going to the movies, but I won't just go for anything.
Sequels are tough, man. Not every sequel can be Austin Powers, A Spy Who Shagged Me. You know,
Agreed.
Some of them,
Agreed.
Which I think better than the first one. I'll be that bold.
Yeah, they found their footing on that one.
Absolutely.
And then Goldmember was a little gnarly. But man, Foxy Cleopatra, holy crap.
Number 3, that was Beyonce.
Yeah, that one showed up right before my brother got married. We got stuck. This is actually pretty funny. So my brother was getting married. I was best man. And the day we're supposed to be there, the wedding's at like 3. And for some reason, my sister-in-law is like, all you boys need to be in your tuxedos, like ready to go by noon. And we're like, okay.
You're gonna wrinkle your suits.
Well, it's just like, that's a long time to like before it starts. Are we doing like a bunch of pictures or something? And my brother's like, I don't know. That's what she said. Like, we got to be there. They put us in like the little, like the groomsmen green room, basically. And we were in there for like 3 hours. So we watched.
That's good math. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. So we watched the Goldmember and drank way too much.
Nice.
Everyone got way too smashed. And I was like, this was a bad idea.
I feel like it backfired.
Oh, yeah. We still don't know why. And I haven't been ready to ask her, like, what was that all about? Because it was like,
I ever meet her is first question. I gotta know. It is gonna be the lore around your sister-in-law for the rest of my life until I meet her.
You got what you needed?
Apologies, formal apology to Alexander Skarsgård. He's in so many things. First of all, I nailed it. It is called Big Little Lies.
Okay.
And it's really good. Also, he's in Succession. Obviously, I should have known that. He's the like billionaire.
Never seen it.
Succession?
You can say it again.
Succession? No, we talked about it. I called you guys the Disgusting Brothers, but the Roast Brothers. And then
I had no idea what you're talking about.
Felt like
I hung in there context clues. Learned that from you.
Also, True Blood. You love vampires.
Sure.
He's in that.
Never watched True Blood though.
Me neither. But apologies to him because he knows he's in a whole bunch of stuff and he's a really good actor. And whenever there's a Skarsgård on TV, we go, Skarsgård, that's it. That's the whole game.
You guys have so many fun games.
Yeah, that's it. So one of my jokes is like, so many fun games in marriage. And I come across sarcastic when I deliver it, but I'm like, 100% dude, this is the best. So yeah, my bad. Sorry, I had to apologize because he's probably watching, obviously.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll call him later.
Yeah, get him
I'll
on
be like, she knows not what she does.
Yeah, I'm a dumbass.
She riffs too close to the sun sometimes, and
yeah,
it's okay. It happens.
Icarus.
Mm-hmm. Whoa!
Literature.
Look at you dropping that Greek mythology.
Oh,
it's exciting. Do you know why people say that? Like, what happened to him?
Yes, I do, Jared, because he flew too close to the sun and something about wax and then it melted.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Thank
right.
you.
The wax was the glue for his wings because he got too close to the sun. The wax melted and he fell. And his dad told him, don't go up there too
Icarus
high.
Senior.
Yeah. The plot of Iron Man 1.
Is it?
Basically, because
everything is that.
Because he the first time he couldn't go out into outer space because his suit froze.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not remember that?
I didn't see Iron Man.
Okay.
Back at you.
That's
Hit
all
you
right.
again.
That's all right. Yeah, no, they reused that plot line because the first the Mark 50 suit or whatever, Iron Man suit, can't go into space because it freezes. And then his enemy has a suit and he fixes it in his suit, but he takes him up to space and he tricks him because he goes like, I can chase you all the way up there. He goes, yeah, but how did you solve the freezing problem? And he goes, what? And then his suit freezes and Iron Man's doesn't.
Fuck,
And
got him.
Yeah.
Got his ass.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Exactly.
I remember being in like high school and reading not Hamilton. That was another favorite. But Hamlet.
Yeah.
Shakespeare.
That is, some would argue, is like the most famous Shakespeare play.
I was like, for sure. Hamilton. What's up? But Hamlet, I remember reading it.
Completely different things.
I know. It's my favorite. It's like my favorite right now. But I remember reading it in high school and being like, this guy ripped off the Lion King. What the fuck? What is that about?
That is true.
Yeah.
That's so funny. When I was in acting school, we had to read about Hamlet, and like, I always thought it was kind of a boring one. Out of all the ones he has.
Not if you've seen The Lion King and you can just picture them being lions. It's pretty fine.
Sure. Sure.
I think.
But I like Romeo and Juliet better. I love the idea of a bunch of kids killing each other, and then I thought it was funny.
2 kids killing each other?
Oh, no, because
Are you talking about the beef?
Yeah, the beef between... Dude, what are you talking about? Hella kids die.
For sure. They're all kids? Because every time I watch the movie, they're adults.
That's what's funny is they're like 14 and 15. And so are all their friends. And it opens with like a mini roast battle between the two families. And then they try to roast again. And then, Romeo kills the cousin. And she's like, why'd you kill my cousin? And he's like, she's talking shit, dog.
Yeah.
And then it's like, no, I'm kidding. I love you, babe. Let's just kill each other together.
When was Shakespeare alive?
Oh, long time.
Just ballpark it for me. Is it like one of those numbers is it one of those?
I want to say 1500s, 1600s.
It's not one with letters though, right? Like AD or BC.
Everything technically has a letter.
Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that now. What is our letter now?
AD.
Everything's AD.
This is AD.
We're all AD.
2024 AD.
Technically, yeah.
I forgot what I was going to ask. No, whenever Shakespeare was alive, that was probably an adult. 14, 15. Just saying.
Oh, no, the character, though. I'm saying in the...
Because when he wrote it, that was an adult. He was like, 14, 15, that's adult.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
And that's when people died. Because then also, what was the life expectancy? It was like 30.
Now, I heard that's only because so many people died in childbirth.
I bet, yeah.
So it was like,
I bet.
you know how averages work. So if you did live past your childhood, you lived to be 60, 70. But so many kids died that, again, it brings...
Probably ladies, too.
No, dude, no ladies died.
In childbirth?
No way.
0?
Ridiculous. Such a stupid
Only
thing to
Noah
say.
could look this up. God damn it.
I know, the fact that there's no fact checking, I could just go fake.
Noah Cam is
Fake
just
news, dude.
is friggin'
No, ladies' coochies back then could expand. Oh, they could expand back then. Not these days.
Not now. These coochies
Ever
now.
since Caesar created the salad and the C-section, it was over,
Wow.
It ruined everything.
That was a lot of alliteration.
Thank you.
I love alliteration. Fun fact about me.
Lovely little alliteration.
Mm-hmm. I do. And what is it called when it's a vowel sound? Assonance?
Oh, I don't know this one.
Oh, yeah, it's different. Alliteration is with consonants. There's like assonance is probably not how you say it.
Look at Oxford University over here.
I was like, bitch, why don't you try to act smart this podcast?
This is the Smart Bitch podcast.
Let me drop everything I know on Jared in an hour.
Go hard. I like this. Is funny.
In the paint. I don't know why people say that. I know young kids say that. Noah, why do young kids say that? Going hard in the paint.
Oh, it's a basketball reference.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Jared. Young Jared.
Well, I don't know. Is that what you were gonna say?
I was gonna be like, I don't even know.
I hear it in rap songs, and I'm like, me too.
I knew he wasn't gonna know. That's why I stepped in, because he doesn't watch basketball.
Is it a basketball thing?
Yeah, the paint is the part of the court right under the hoop that is literally painted. It's called the paint because there's the line that lets you know where the 3-point is, and then there's a square in between that, and that's called the paint. Now, I don't know enough about basketball. I think there's different types of penalties you can get in the paint. So, like, because people are so close, they tend to get more physical. I think there's certain, I don't know. Do you watch enough basketball, Max? Do you know? Oh, he said something. He whispered it.
He keeps telling me to not look at him, and it's a lot for me because
Yeah.
it's making me giggle so hard.
Correct?
Because he knows basketball a lot.
Okay, and so far, am I right? Yes or no? Yes, I am right so far. Thank you, Max, our resident basketball expert.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
he is.
Going hard in the paint means getting all your points right under the hoop. So like the way Shaq did it, dunking, like getting physical, smacking people, not like Steph Curry, where like I'm gonna shoot from the 3-point, which is far.
Isn't
away.
it better to get more points for your hoops?
It is, but and again, I'm gonna keep looking at Max to make sure I'm right. Until Steph Curry really joined the league, people didn't like develop offenses around a 3-point shooter.
Just do a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
It was just
he gave a
more or less, because there was the Spurs.
Mm-hmm.
The Spurs were kind of like a big shooter team, but people were doing a lot of the big man. It was like have a good center, like a lot more 2-pointers, and then these smaller, faster teams started getting developed when the Warriors really started to show how effective it was.
Mm-hmm.
But they weren't the first ones. I know they weren't the first ones. There were other teams that had similar offenses, and then the Warriors kind of had the best version of that, and then the league started changing how they would draft for that, because they're like, oh, this is a very viable thing. But I don't feel like any superstars like really worked on that 3-point shot like they do now, where it's like it's a designated part of your game. And I feel like it's probably pretty similar to like the UFC. Now this is where I can go into your expertise, where when it first started, it was more of just like, hey, can a guy who knows all karate beat a guy who knows BJJ?
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it was like one style against another, pretty much.
But then everyone found out that grappling pretty much won every time, right?
Yeah, so it was like, okay, like jiu-jitsu is always going to win most of the time. And then it turned more into like Forrest Griffin, Chuck Liddell, like the bigger guys just knocking each other out. And then people like the Russians came in, they started grappling again, and then like leg kicks came in. So like there's been different phases.
And now it's pretty balanced mixed martial arts, right? There's very few people that succeed that aren't jacks of all trades.
Yeah, it's pretty balanced, but like arguably the best fighter right now is like mainly kickboxing.
John Jones?
Alex Pereira. Yeah. And John Jones is pretty much the best all-time MMA guy of all time. So, yeah, there's John Jones.
Just to put Max on record, he's also nodding. He's also thumbs-upping Noah's
Oh,
UFC.
yeah. I mean, definitely Noah's the resident expert.
Oh, for sure.
Only because this kid lives and breathes that shit.
Yeah. He's a resident expert for UFC, youth, low energy, open mic stuff.
Oh, yeah. And that comes up a lot in this podcast. That was the thing on his resume. I was like, we need him here. And then also, you know, what the price of a vape is. That's what he's there for.
Yo, I'm so dumb. Like, when we went to Las Vegas, I was like, why does everybody have like these little flashlights? I swear to God, I was like, everybody has these little flashlights in their pockets. I was like, what is this? That is so weird. And then I saw someone smoke from one, and then I was like, oh, they light up. I've never really been around as much as I did hookah in my youth. Don't understand this at all.
I'm dying, dude. Your brain is funny as fuck.
And for real. And then that's the thing too, was problem. I annoy Max with so many of my thoughts. A lot of the times I'm like, this one's an inside thought for a while. So why don't we work this one out? And it'll be me and my thoughts for the longest, where I'm just like, do they all get their flashlights at the same place? Why does everybody need the flashlights? There's so many lights in Las Vegas.
I feel like Noah understands you on such a deep level.
I know, but
right now.
Just because we're 11 years apart doesn't mean we don't have a lot of other stuff in common.
I feel like you did all this math beforehand.
No, you're right.
I feel like you did all this math beforehand. You're dropping it so fast. I feel like you did the calculations.
No, I had an appropriate amount of caffeine today.
Okay, nice.
Last time I was on one, like we talked about. But
I'm teetering on one. I'm Icarusing right now.
And so you get your caffeine through coffee, and that's it. You do other stuff.
Oh, yeah. No, everything. Caffeine.
Such as?
Like through coffee, through tea, through soda. Like I didn't
hear energy drinks.
I don't do those because, again, they're weird colors.
Yeah, he does the patches and everything.
Yeah, no, oh my God. Actually, I take that back.
Patch?
I had a buddy who worked for FedEx overnights, and then he'd still hang out with me like all the time. And so he would chew caffeine gum. And we tried it, and I was like, dude, it's like watching Rogan and his friends do smelling salts. You're like, this shit is not good for you. There's no way this can be good for you. But I did it because I was like, I'm down. Like, let's do this. It's the most disgusting gum you'll ever chew. It just tastes horrible, but it does wake you the fuck up.
I bet.
It goes like right to your brain.
It's like that truck stop stuff.
Sure.
I bet. I don't know. I'm not a trucker. Sorry to disappoint. I know I'm dressed like one.
We were all thinking it.
No, dude, that's the thing too. I was like, every time I'm like, we're gonna podcast today. I'm gonna look nice. I'm gonna wash my hair. I'm gonna do stuff. And then I'm like, and then I look up and it's time to leave, and I'm just like, I'm not ready.
Time blindness.
I think so, but I don't like to throw around like whatever terms like
time blindness.
I just don't know how time works.
Like therapy? Is that I like to throw around stupid terms like therapy.
Like that therapist
I just paid to talk to somebody about my problems.
Yeah. For sure. No, but I'm like, I don't know. I don't understand how time works. Somebody's like, I got 2.5 hours. That's plenty of time. Then my friend will call. What's up, Mig? Shout out to Mig. Mig said hello to you guys. He wanted me to let you know. He's going to go play some Frisbee disc golf.
That sounds like a Mig-ass thing to do.
I love him for that. I love him for calling and telling me that.
Oh, hey, Caitlin. I'm going to go play some disc golf. So, you're going to see Jared on the podcast? That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
I was like, oh, yeah, we're doing a podcast. And he was like, oh, I subscribed. And I was like, oh, he's the best. I love Mig.
Oh, my God. Yeah, tell those guys, tell them I say hi.
Then I get to yapping. And then I'm like, oh, what's up? My dog's out here. And then I go hang out with my dog for a little bit. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, no, for sure. I was like, okay, well, I'll just wear a hat and it'll be what it is. And then I haven't been wearing like makeup at all. And then I tried to do makeup. Didn't work out. And then I was like, wash my face again. Yeah. And then but I put a little bit on because we're just not there yet for me to like raw dog you with like just my face. And so, but we'll get there. We'll get there, internet.
That was funny.
Yeah, thanks.
Annie was literally here right before.
Why didn't Annie stick around?
Because she didn't have makeup on and she wasn't ready.
Well, she didn't have to be on our cam or
No,
cam.
she wasn't ready to meet you two without her face
fair.
on.
That's
what she said. She's like,
fair.
I have to leave.
Aww.
And Noah came in and she hung out for like 3 seconds and she's like, well, I better get out of here then. And she scurried away and I was like, okay.
That's sweet though. That lets me know where your friendship is.
How's
as a girl, because that's a big deal.
I
have very little makeup on right now because I was like,
because she came to my house with no makeup shows that we're friends.
Yes.
Close
friends.
Got it.
Not that I didn't already expect, but that just.
No, okay. I just didn't understand what you were saying with that at first.
Welcome to me ever. I never understand. And a lot of times I'm left in there with my thoughts about flashlights and it's just fucking.
Dude, this morning, so Ronnie spent the night last night and then she had to go to work at 10. So
Shout out to Ronnie.
I made her breakfast. And then as we're eating, I guess she said,
Pause. What'd you make?
Oh, just eggs. Like,
what do you mean? Scrambled?
Yeah, scrambled them up.
You don't throw anything in there?
A little bit of garlic, salt, and pepper.
That's fucking nice. Go on.
A little bit of that. A little bit of that. Well, shit. I mean, if we're gonna,
do you eat them with ketchup?
No, we're
hot
adults.
Sauce?
Give her a little bit of sriracha. She's Vietnamese.
I don't. I've never had sriracha.
Really?
Yeah, she has it with sriracha. Yeah, it's very good.
Don't know her.
And then she likes coffee, but like a little bit of coffee. So I have like the espresso like cup coffees, with the little espresso shot ones, but the mug.
Take that how that comes, or
well, she works at a coffee shop, so it's just enough caffeine to get her to work. And then a little bit of like literally, she just likes everything so small.
She's a petite lady.
She really is.
Yeah. This is probably just good serving sizes. I don't understand serving sizes.
For her, I know now because I always give her too much and then she doesn't eat it. I feel like I'm talking about my child. I always give her too much. She never eats it.
And she's fussy.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, but you were having breakfast. I just needed to get the full picture.
Yeah, and I realize that sometimes she will say things and she'll mumble, so I just go, because I know that eventually I'll pick up whatever she missed. But apparently she said, "I love you," and I said, and she goes, "Say it back."
Damn.
And I was like, "What?" She goes, "I said I love you," and I said, "That's not what that sounded like." And she's like, "What?" I said, "You mumbled." And she's like, "Oh, well, I said I love you." I said, "Okay, I love you too." And then as she walks away, she goes, "Thank you." And I said, "What did you say?" And she goes, "Thank you." I said, "Hold on. I'm not going to get in trouble for this." When you're like, yeah, I was like,
I love that.
Enough of this.
She's speaking to you in like Simlish.
Yeah,
That's how you say.
Yeah. So it was very funny because I totally was like not paying attention. Just went, because 9 out of 10 times.
I love that there was no follow-up questions on Ronnie's part to be like, so you just said okay, you don't even know what I said? I would have hit you with that.
Yeah. No, she doesn't do that because she's not going to get what she's looking for. Dang. If we ever get into an argument, I think I'm going to frustrate the shit out of you. I'm just
back at you.
I'm just going to cop up and be like, yeah, I didn't do that because I didn't care enough. And I'm going to go, but
and then I'm going to explode. I'm going to be like, well, I never even cared about anything ever, even one time.
And I go, yeah, that makes sense. And then, in my opinion, we'll be done talking. But anytime I've talked to a lady like this, they're not done talking.
How about let's just never fight?
We'll try.
Okay.
I'm not going to actively start something.
That makes me feel like I should for the sake of the podcast. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't. I really genuinely don't enjoy fighting. Mostly because I'm so good at it that I feel like my opponents are just dragging me down, where I'm just like, I can't even engage in this because your points are dumb and I could undo your points with my eyes closed.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't need my eyes closed to talk. Fun fact about me.
Whoa.
Yeah. We haven't even acknowledged your shirt. You have a sick Gengar shirt on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ronnie got it for me.
Is it a Halloween-ish?
It's just
Pokemon-ish?
I'm a huge fan of Gengar. He's like my favorite Pokemon. I know. That's
okay. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, he's my favorite Pokemon because he's a little chubby and he's mischievous, and I relate to him a lot. Yep.
I love chubby. I'm a bit of a chubby chaser myself.
I don't want to fuck Gengar. I just want to
well, thought we were gonna have a relatable moment. Just when we sit crisscross applesauce.
Yep. Just when we do that.
That's cool. Yeah, no. Chubby chaser by nature.
But Max isn't chubby.
No, and I've done a lot of work to chub him up. Let's talk about it. I've done a lot of work. I've put in the man hours. Because when we first started dating, Max was so skinny. And I was like, and that's the thing. And that's why I'm a good person, is because we still went on dates, even though I'm a chubby chaser. I was like, I don't know if I like anybody until I get to know their personality. And Max is so quiet. I was like, gotta see what this is about. And so I was like, for sure, he has a good personality. I like him. You can always feed people. And then I've just been doing that. I've just been feeding him. And I knew it worked because like 2 Christmases ago, his grandma was in Spanish. So I didn't know. Max had to tell me afterwards. But she was like, what happened to you? You were so skinny. And then I was like, fucking nailed it. Did it. I was like, that's it. So yeah.
Congratulations.
Yep. Thank you. And like we've had so many weird weights combinations in like the time that we've been together. Yeah, because I think probably when Max is close to his thinnest, I'm probably at my heaviest. So like 50 plus pounds on me now. So just always trying to look like the number 10 between the two of us.
Ronnie's pretty much always been the same. And then I literally today she told me, because I think over the last like 2 years I started lifting a lot. And I developed like my shoulders and my back and everything. And she's like, no, this is like the best version of you because like it finally fits your head. because
That is
I've
so
had
nice
a
of
big
her to
head.
point out.
Yeah, she's like, now your body's not too big for your head. And I was like, am I in my Charizard era? She goes, you're in your Charizard era. Like you finally
Yes.
evolved.
We love that.
And I was like, well, yeah, I still got to work on this gut, but that's okay. It's fine. I'm working on that. But yeah, it was funny because I look back at pictures of us, and back then I thought I was overweight, but I had no muscle.
Yep.
So it was all in my stomach, and I just looked really tiny. And I look back and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I even thought I had like anything going on back then. But it's hard to like recognize that because it's like
of course.
everything's different now. I look different.
Yeah.
A different person. So, and it comes on quick. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Gaining weight, losing weight, like it all.
Yeah. No, Max and I were just talking about how we're old now. And so like Max, he had that like abscess in the back of his throat.
Right. That thing he was totally fucking pretending about.
Yeah.
That
well, it
almost
turns out
ruined
no.
Skankfest.
But I did think that. I was like fucking faking it. No, I thought he was probably just exaggerating it. It's just ingrained in me that everybody's always exaggerating.
Yeah, it's just gas.
It's just gas. You know, callback. But yeah, ever since then, he's not had any drinks. And he was like, how long has that been? And I was like, that's like 5 or 6 weeks.
Like any drinks, is any alcohol?
Yeah.
Oh, good for you, dude. Nice.
Yeah. And he's like, I don't feel different at all. And I was like, okay, sounds like you can stop the experiment, you know, or whatever. And then I was like, we just might be getting old and like life, like, cause he's like, I'm still always tired. And I was like, yeah, I thought the same thing. You know, I was like, oh yeah, for sure. I'm going to just focus on comedy. I'm not going to be tired all the time. Oopsie daisy, I'm tired all the time, you know? So it's just like, I'm like, we're just probably old.
that's for real and that's forever.
I think.
Now. We're just always going to be a
do
little,
whatever you want.
a little tired. Yeah.
Have a White Claw.
Just keep redlining it.
Yeah. What is that?
A redlining is just like not taking care of yourself, just doing everything you wanted till you break down. It's kind of the masculine special. You know, sleep 3 hours a day, do all the drugs you want. As long as you go to work and you don't get fired, you're crushing it.
What am I thinking of? It's not Redline, I guess, but it's like where you draw up the maps. And
that's also redlining.
It's also redlining.
Yep.
Sick. That's why I was confused. I was like,
yeah. The way the expression redlining is because when your gas tank is at the very end, it's almost at the red line. So it's basically I'm doing things on as little
our cars
energy.
had red lines.
Yeah, as little energy as possible. But you're right. Redlining is this thing that makes sure that certain districts always vote a certain way.
Because I'm smart.
Dude, you're crushing it, dude. I need to read a book before the next podcast. I'm not about to get caught slipping like this.
Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth reading a book.
I have a copy of J.D. Vance's book, Hillbilly Elegy. I've had it for years.
It's a movie on Netflix.
And I heard that. But I'm actually going to read the book since he's going to be the VP.
Oh, maybe I'll watch it.
I was like, I think Ronnie gave it to me a couple years ago because she read it and thought it was really good.
That's cool.
And I was like, oh, but at that time he was not any kind of politician, I think. He was just an author.
Don't ask me, dude. I don't know.
But
that's that guy?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the vice president.
I didn't know that. That's such a good book.
Almost.
Oh, so you read it as well?
Yeah, it's a really good book.
Yeah, everyone tells me it's a great book, so I'm going to give it a read.
So young and reading books. That's crazy. That's good. That's good. Keep doing that.
Have you read The Outsiders?
Because school made me. Yeah, I seen it. And then we watched the movie. And then I was like, now I get it.
Yeah, I don't remember the Outsiders book too much.
Pony boy.
Pony
Stay
boy.
golden, pony boy.
Soda pop.
That's it.
Who was in the movie?
Don't do that.
I think Tom Cruise.
You can get me
Tom
on the
Cruise
phone
was
again.
in the movie, right?
Yeah,
was Depp in that movie too?
Was it Depp or Robert Downey?
I can't remember.
It was. I don't know. Nope, wrong. He's Max is saying.
No, he's telling me to stop looking at him.
Oh,
That's
okay,
all. Sorry.
okay.
What's your favorite like book to movie?
So I would have to have read the book and seen the movie, huh?
No, you could just maybe your favorite movie based on a book. Mine has to be Fight Club because Chuck Palahniuk said that it was better than his book, which I've never heard an author admit that. So that's kind of cool.
If we're doing I read the book and I seen the movie, I'm going to have to go with Charlotte's Web.
Good one.
I'm going to have to go with Something I've Seen or Cat in the Hat with Mike Myers.
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Fire.
I know. I'm excited about Wicked. I read Wicked when I was a kid.
Oh, have you ever seen Wicked?
In in the play, but I'm excited for the Ariana Grande version.
Mm-hmm.
I've been super worried about who I'm going to go see it with because I have plans with my ex-best friend who we're not friends anymore. Shout out to her. Hope she's doing bad. Some of that. But yeah.
We stay hating on this podcast.
Yeah. Yes, we do stay hating on it. And I think that's our practice episode too, that's what we were talking about. But I was like, no, if you hate, you mean it. And so that's who I am. But yeah, so I'm just like, who am I going to go with? And then I was like, you know what? You could just go by yourself. You could go by yourself and see a matinee. Because being a housewife is hard. You can do stuff like that. So
yeah.
That's all.
Matinees are cool though.
Mm-hmm.
It feels weird when you're like the only person in the movie theater though. I feel like, damn, they're losing so much money on this right now.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. I'm like, wow, that sucks for you guys.
Me, way back in my community college era, my foster sister and we went to go see Paranormal Activity.
16?
2 or 3, no, because I'm not that old. Rude. It was definitely not the first one, but it was like 2 or 3. And we went to go, and we were like the only one. Like we were the only ones, and one other lady. And then the lady was like, "I'm so glad you guys showed up." Oops, sorry, pillows. She's like, "I'm so glad you guys showed up." And then I was like, "Yeah, that would be scary." And then they forgot to play the movie.
Really?
Yeah, and then so we were like, "Excuse us, there's 3 of us, and we wanted to see this movie." And then they were like, "Okay, sorry about that." And then they gave us all a free movie ticket to go see another movie.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Never had that. It pisses me off that they do and I get why they do it, but they make you pick a certain seat now, so you can't just like double feature.
Max loves that. Max.
Because Max follows the rules.
He's bougie as hell. And so we went to go see him. He's already laughing. We went to go see a movie on our second date. And I was like, what is this guy's problem? Because I was like, oh yeah, let's go to this movie theater. It's close to us. And he's like, no, I only see movies at this movie theater. And I was like,
love that, dude.
I was like, okay, I'm going to get in a car with you. And then and then he's like, no, we only go to this movie theater and this one has the reclining seats. And I was like, oh, okay. And then we go. I've never been. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And then so we go and I just sit where I want. And he's like, you can't sit there. And I was like, bet I'm sitting here. That's crazy. And then he's like, no. He's like, because I get them in advance and we have to sit where we're supposed to sit because somebody's going to sit there. And then I was like, okay. That's all.
Were they good seats, though, that he had you sit in?
Well, and then he also does this thing where we have to sit on the end. Like, we're not allowed to sit in the middle. And I'm like, let's go sit in the middle guy. But now he's made me a go sit on the end guy girl. And so.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's like, because that makes sense for me because I have to pee a lot.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So I like that. But he's always been like, we got to sit on the end. Movie was terrible. It was so bad. It was like Ben Affleck was like a alcohol runner or something in like probably the 20s or whenever time happened, but whoo, that was bad.
Rough.
Yeah, but I was like, Max does not explain himself, and that's a thing that you got to grow to love, because when you're first starting out, you're just like, I don't know what's going on with this guy. He will not explain to me why we have to go to this. He's like, I go to this movie theater, and I'm like, all right, cool rule that you made for yourself.
Yeah.
But that's all.
That's fun. I like that.
Thanks.
When it comes to movie theaters, the move I have to do now is I will buy any seat. I won't care. And I sit in the handicap lane until the movie starts. And then I find the seat that's good.
Wow.
Make sure no one's like there, but you have to wait.
Yeah, because like people walk in, because they do that now, because it's like, because that was the thing when we were kids. Noah, are you listening? When we were kids, you had to get to the movie theater early to get a seat, because they didn't do
I totally
this.
realized I just did that backwards. My bad. I pick any seat, I sit in that seat until the movie starts, and then I go to the handicap seat because that's always right in the middle, and there's no one else next to you.
Oh, that does make more sense.
Yeah, I had
the
it
way
backwards.
that you did it. That's okay.
That's my favorite, because especially if it's just Ronnie and I, because there's always like couple seats.
Oh, how is she about this? Where she's just like, yeah, we're gonna.
Oh, she's a little gremlin. She loves doing shit the wrong way.
Really?
Oh yeah,
I love that.
She's such a fan. She's like, we're not gonna do it.
Like, ooh,
yeah, ooh.
we're not supposed to sit here.
Yeah. Yep. Totally.
Yeah, but that's the responsible thing, because that's the thing. When we were little, or probably when I saw movies when I was little, you had to get there early to get a seat and then go get the snacks. And then somebody had to wait. And then you had to put a jacket on the seat and all this stuff. And now it's like, no matter where you go, you buy the seat first, which I love.
So when you don't show up 10 minutes late to a movie, you can actually get the snacks first and then just sit where you want. But you have to be on time. You can't be 10
I'm
minutes
normally
late.
on time for a movie because normally we're having brunch before and that's in the same place. So normally I am on time for the movies.
You got to hit a brunchy right before.
That's how I like to do it.
So you only see movies in the middle of the day.
Yes. That's when I like to see them.
So you also have rules.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm a big I'm a big rule guy, but I'll explain whoever wants to know my rules that I made up in my brain for myself. And Max will not. That's the difference. He's just like, this is how it is.
Why do we got to know? It's just what we're doing.
Well, that is very helpful. Context is so helpful to me. Like, because I'm an asshole. I'm just like super stubborn. And it's like, then it's like you're making me.
When do we get to that point in our friendship? Because you are not stubborn at all.
No, I don't know. You're a really good communicator. And that's the thing, too.
Aww.
I know. Sorry, I didn't mean to compliment Jared, but you are. And so it's like I need a lot of context, and that helps me figure it out. And it's not like you're just making rules for me, and then I have to listen. Because if you're like, you have to do this way, I'm going to be like, bet I'm not. Fuck that. And then so like I won't do it. But then if it's like, hey, it's helpful to me if X, Y, and Z, and then I'm like, obviously, super acceptable request.
I see, got it.
So I'm that. So I'm like that.
Man, I mean, I gotta create a rule for myself for one day out of the month. I just act like Max and see how you handle it. Just go.
We've done a lot of therapy for Max to not act like Max, and for me to not act like me. That's a two-way street. That's 100%.
I'm like, dude, not red shoes. You got to take those off. Just take them off. We don't do that today.
On a Tuesday?
What the hell?
What?
What is this?
No,
that is funny. If that's I then I'm the exact opposite because I feel a need to tell people why I need to do what I want to do.
Right.
Which I actually do want to be a little less that way because sometimes it's like, like if it's my house, like I don't need to explain why I'm doing this in my house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Time and place. But
right.
Fair enough.
That's the thing. Yeah, no, I feel like I'm doing that a lot more too, and I don't know, and it's probably I try to be like, oh, this is because of this, but it's normally not. It's normally because of a combination of things, but it's just like Max and I have been together like a quarter of our lives, and then I'm getting older, and like I'm growing as a person, but I do that too, where it's like now I'm like, I'll be like, well, if somebody asks for context, I'll provide it, but I'll be like, hey, sorry, I'm late. Then it's like, oh, did something happen? It's just like, yeah, actually, I was being a dumbass. I couldn't leave the fucking house on time. Sorry, I'm still worked up about that.
Talking about getting older, Michael George turned 30 today. So.
Oh, your friend.
Yep. Yeah. So happy birthday to him.
Wow.
One thing I was telling him the other day, I said, what's fun about being 30 is you don't have to explain yourself anymore for certain stuff.
Oh, for sure.
Like if you're at a party and they're like, let's do shots. And you go, no, I don't do that. And they go, why not? And you go, I'm 30. They go, oh. No one pressures you.
Our bad.
Yeah, like, oh, no, that makes sense. You know? And I loved that part about getting older. I was like, oh, I don't have to be like, oh, well, I would, but, you know, I have to work tomorrow. I just go, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Sick.
Great.
We love it.
What are some things that you just don't do anymore?
What are some things that I don't do anymore?
Like after you turn 30, you're like, I'm not doing that anymore. For me, shots was one of them.
I've been doing the most shit in my 30s. So
the most shit.
I've been doing the most in the 2 years that I've been in my 30s.
Mine's been shots, staying out past 1 a.m. if I don't want to.
Oh, well, I didn't do that before
going
or
home,
after. Let's just say that.
You guys have fun. I'm going to go home, which never happened in my 20s. I was like, I need to be the last person to leave this event. Is there anything else? I just say no to a lot of stuff now. Yeah. Like, it's very easy to be like, yeah, it's not for me.
Yeah.
Which.
A lot less people pleasing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't please anyone anymore. Yeah. It's tough to be in a relationship with me. I don't please anybody. I'm done doing that.
We're sitting here at the movies. Nice.
that emotional change was incredible.
Yep.
You know,
got to catch him quick.
Yeah, absolutely. What else is going on? I know you had some other notes for us here. Did you hit all your points, Miss Professional?
I was going to talk about my vices.
Yeah, give us some of your vices.
Also caffeine. I do caffeine and acids. Probably because of the caffeine.
I totally thought you said caffeine and acid. I was like,
no, antacids. I get the generic for Pepsid because I make poor eating choices. I did eat a broccoli, and I thought about you guys. I had it with mayonnaise, but I was like, I should tell them I'm having a vegetable.
Nice.
But whatever.
That's why you're glowing right now.
Probably. I had that 10 days ago. I had that freaking broccoli.
It lasts.
Yeah. The vitamin A in that is really popping off. But
she knows the vitamin content of broccoli.
I have to. Yeah. I was like, maybe it's boring if I talk about my kid so much, but he's anemic. So it's like, so I'm very up to date on like what is in stuff because of doing good for him.
So you know what's in it and you still choose not to eat it. That's extra fun.
I'm not anemic. That's crazy. Yeah. I'm doing fine. No, but I have this weird vice right now. I think I just engage. You know what? Because I don't know if we talked about it in our practice episode, in a regular episode, but like I was very against like labels and like growing up, I definitely got stuff going on upstairs. And like for example, like in 5th grade, every day before, I would spend like half an hour in the bathroom because I thought I had to throw up.
I remember you saying this.
Right? And my parents looked at that and they were like, that's probably nothing.
That's probably just gas.
Yeah, they're like, she's got gas. It'll pass. But it's probably definitely anxiety, you know? And I think that was just kind of like my first experience with it. But yeah, so it's like, because my parents never addressed it, I'm like, I'm an adult. I got to keep that up. I got to be like, nah, I don't need to know. I'm just weird and that's fine. And then recently I was like, maybe it would be cool if somebody was like, these are the things that go on with you instead of thinking that you have everything. Because I was like, I definitely think I do like obsessive like things. Like I have a lot of that. And so like right now that thing is going to TJ Maxx and Ross. And I love going there. And that's a vice for me right now. Because I get to go. I'm just like focused on the treasure hunt of going. And then.
Do you always buy something?
You know. A lot of the times I had. And then I got anxious about that where I was like, oh, I'm buying too much stuff at TJ Maxx. And then I got to do this fun thing where I got a dopamine hit no matter what happened, where it was like, ooh, I bought a thing. Or then if I didn't, I was like, wow, I have so much self-control and I didn't buy a thing and I'm proud of me. Yes, I'm being strong. So I was like, nice, win-win for me when I go. But what else is nice is I like to go to TJ Maxx and I like to organize the stuff on the shelves because it's everywhere.
So you work for them?
For free. Because I'm just like, this looks terrible. And then I'll just get to I'll get to move the stuff around. Or I'm like, yo, the hair care stuff. The hair care stuff shouldn't be in the skincare stuff. And then I'll move it to the appropriate place. Or then it'll be like, this is a woman's shirt. What is it doing in the boys section? And then I go take it over there. That feels like somebody's itching my brain. That's what that feels like. Like if your brain was itchy and then somebody itched it.
Yeah.
That's what that feels like. And that feels nice. And that's just the thing I'm doing right now. And that's going to pass. And it's going to be a new fun, quirky thing that I do with my free time.
Wow. It just sounds like you should get a part-time job at TJ Maxx.
You know what I think about that? Because I'm putting in so many hours there. And they're like, if you like shop, they do over the thing. They're like, if you like shopping here, you're going to love working here. And I was like, I don't know. I've done retail a long time. I actually hated it. So
yeah.
Noah, you can relate. How do you feel about retail work?
Oh, it's the worst. No, it's actually not that bad. I feel like compared to like doing like a fast food job.
You did both?
Yeah, I hated fast food.
Yeah,
really hated it.
I never did fast food. Did you do a fast food job?
No.
I
was a lifeguard.
Me too.
And right on. There you go.
How old were you?
15.
Oh, 12.
Oh, wow.
Junior lifeguard and a swim instructor.
Child labor?
Oh,
no,
yeah.
they had a program through the Red Cross.
Yeah. Junior guard program is.
Thanks.
That's a real thing.
Backing me up.
Same thing. Yeah, lifeguard, WSI, and then I was a swim coach.
Swim instructor. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, water safety instructor, WSI.
LMNOP.
You Whale's Tales? You do,
yeah. Dude, I fucking know. I think about that movie all the time, actually, where it's like anytime someone's doing something stupid by the water, and I'm like, Yes, so you were a lifeguard?
Yeah, and then I was a swim coach for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then by that point, I got a job at CVS as a regular clerk.
Mm-hmm.
And then became a pharmacy clerk, and then that's how I got into drugs.
Got into the biz.
Yeah.
Got into the big biz.
Yep. But no, never did retail, like restaurants, any of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I hear they're tough, but I also hear, I used to see all the like cash people used to make.
Yeah.
From like
Cash
being
is
a
cool.
being like a waiter and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's kind of cool. Wonder if I would have made a lot of tips.
I bet.
I feel like
Very
I could
personable.
really like.
Seem like you'd be very attentive about like the soda refills.
Yeah, no, I feel like if I was getting paid for it, I could really tear it up.
Dial it in.
Yeah.
I always thought I would do well, but never did that. Never got like a waitressing job.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wonder if it's still as good now post pandemic.
I don't know.
Because I feel like those people got hella screwed during the pandemic.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So riveting stuff.
Yeah.
We're at hour 10. How you feeling?
I feel good. I don't even have to pee. What about you guys? Because sometimes you guys hold your pee and you don't tell me about it. And then I say something.
You better let us know when you have to go
because I don't want anyone to do the podcast uncomfortable. You should go pee. You have to.
I know.
You good? You hanging in?
Oh, I'm fine.
That's the problem. I like yapping, but I'm like, I don't know if anybody wants to listen to me yap. And we didn't get any comments. I have no idea what direction to take the podcast in. I kept checking. I checked before I got here. So I'm not going to do that again.
We're on episode 4. She's like, where are thousands of comments?
No, because I did. I was like, what do you guys want to see? And everybody was like, nothing.
You don't realize there's no guys.
Girls, what's up, ladies?
No, you're saying, hey guys, what do you want to see? We're not talking to anyone.
Yeah, huh? Or talking to me, watch the episode 3 times. Because Jared told me about the 3-time rule.
And you're like, what do I want to see from me next?
Mm-hmm.
That would be funny if you comment on your own.
I've never commented on anything before.
Whoa,
I've never commented.
You are a grade A lurker then.
Well, I just watch a lot of stuff. I watch podcasts and stuff.
Yeah, that's a lurker. A lurker is someone who watches and doesn't engage.
Watching is engaging.
No.
I just am like.
Have you ever liked a video?
No. Actually, yes. I started liking YouTube shorts that I want to remember for later. And then I use them when I need them and then I send them away.
So when they say like, comment, and subscribe, you go, eh.
I subscribe.
Okay.
I subscribe to everything I like.
Okay.
Without being told to do it. I'll be like, I like that. Subscribe. I want that in my subscribes tab.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I do that.
That's good.
Nice. Not a lurker. But no, I'm always like, I'm not going to comment.
Oh, no, you're still a lurker. You're only not a lurker. Well, it's a Reddit term, so technically.
I had to download Reddit to figure out how to get on Kill Tony the last time I tried to get on Kill Tony, and I don't like that either. I don't like any of the internet. You're making me be an internet person.
Yeah, this is an internet show.
I know. Which I enjoy the internet, but I'm not so afraid of you. And, but yeah, no, because I was always like, if I say something and then someone's going to tell me I'm stupid, and I'm just not built for that.
Oh, that's definitely going to happen.
Well, we'll see. You know, maybe like
there's
comment,
no way.
subscribe.
There's no way that we get through this without.
You think so?
One
People
random
are gonna be
person.
like, you're dumb.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what I'm going for.
I might do it on a dummy account just to get you used to it.
Okay. That could start me slow.
Yeah.
I don't like this specific thing that she can work on. Wash her hair, maybe.
Dude, yeah. You'll know it's me because it'll be weirdly specific.
I hate the crisscross applesauce.
Yeah. I hate that. I know Caitlin was 10 minutes late to this podcast. It's like, wait a second, hold on.
Yeah. No, because that bothers me. Because I care very much about punctuality in general.
Well, you're lucky that Noah always gets here on time, and then I'm just talking to him until you get here.
That is lucky.
So, but man, if he's not here, those 10 minutes, I'm just seething.
The floor.
Yeah, I'm just
punching the wall.
Yeah, I'm just like, where the fuck is this Bill's Mafia girl?
So, yep, Mafia.
That's
like
what
The
called,
Sopranos.
Right? It is.
You haven't seen it. You know what I thought would be fun is if maybe we watched stuff, probably stuff that I haven't seen. And then we could do a
react cast.
I don't know if that's interesting, but I was like, that would be funny because I'll watch stuff with Max all the time. I think the commentary is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
I bet it would be fun. We should do like a movie night here or something. That'd be cool.
As a Gen Zer kid, I know that gets a lot of views.
Do you like to watch
people
that?
like to watch reviews of people like that watched certain movies, especially old ones.
This is what I'm talking about.
Especially the old ones. Got to be good at it though.
Good.
Ratings and stuff.
Do I do a good edit so far?
Oh, you're like editing shorts. It's hilarious. That conversation between you and me was way too fucking funny.
Which one?
The one where you're like, I noticed none of you guys said anything about my shorts that I created.
I did. I was like, and you know what? The internal struggle to say that. I didn't want to say it, right? I was like, no, whatever. You're a guy, girl. Shut up. They're just busy. That's what I've been like. They're just busy. They're just, I don't know, whatever. And then he was like, oh, hold on, and then I told Jared, we were talking about something else. And I was like, so what's up? I just hate my shorts now? That's crazy. And then that's getting the better of me because I really was trying actively not to say
And then
anything.
I go, oh yeah, I didn't even look at it. And you were like,
I was so mad. I was like, it's one thing if you saw it and you laughed and you forgot to my message. It's one thing if that took place. It's another thing if you seen me send 2 shorts that I worked very hard on, and then you just were like, fuck Caitlin, I don't even care. I don't even want to watch it. Yeah.
It was somewhere in between that. It was very much
I still don't even know if Noah's seen them. I honestly don't know.
I saw it go in the chat.
And then I actively ignored it.
But more text ended up going through and yeah.
Because I was like, oh, cool. Because Jared was like, you probably do well at making clips. Because I consume so much podcasts. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, cool. I think I'm doing it. And then because then also I did a fast forward into the podcast in the last short I sent you guys. And I was like,
yeah, you're really pushing yourself creatively.
I am.
And I was like, oh, this is great. I should have watched this when it came out. But yeah, I saw him and she caught me in a moment where I was like, I'm not going to watch these right now. And then I kept telling myself.
I'm almost positive you guys were at an open mic and probably one of you were hosting.
Oh, yeah.
But I was like, that's when I did it and I have to export it.
No, I get it. But yeah, it was like, oh, yeah, oops. Like, and then you're like, and then once I saw it bothered you because I saw it come out, I was like,
how long later though?
I'm like, what?
How long did it go? And then I brought it up. It was like a week plus.
Here's what's so bad. I don't even remember when you originally sent it.
Well,
so to
Jared
me, it was just,
cry.
That's hilarious. This could have been a month ago.
No, it was funny. It was at least a week. And I was just like,
sure. But I caught you being vulnerable. And I was like, yeah, I didn't even watch it. And then I laughed at myself after I sent it because I knew you were going to be fucking pissed.
Yeah. So I'm going full on girl. I'm not even a guy girl
I had
anymore.
you a full on girl and I was laughing so hard to myself. And then I'm like,
that's worth it.
And then I said, Noah and I love you very much.
You did say
but
that?
I'm like, we're
you
also,
validated me
and
in
I
the
said,
moment.
we're men. We're never going to say that to you. And we're never going to let you know that we appreciate you.
And I was like, that's what I kept telling myself. And I kept telling myself that, but I get my period too, okay? I also need to get validated, which you did.
It was
You're
great.
a good communicator.
Thanks.
When you get around to it. When you get around to watching my shorts.
When I got time, oh my God, dude, I'm so good.
It's so funny to be like, I'm so busy to watch a 30-second clip.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah. No.
You'd be surprised what I'm up to.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, when I'm on my prime, dude, I'm like straight out of a Nicholas Sparks novel. I'm great. But I get busy.
Wow.
You know who Nicholas Sparks is?
Getting busy with it. No. He did
The Notebook?
that one. I know him. He did other stuff.
He did.
That's the one.
He did one where Zac Efron was a soldier.
Dear John.
Yep.
Didn't see it.
Me neither.
Let us know if you want us to react to that. Is that what it's called, Noah? What
oh
am I
my
supposed
gosh,
to say?
no. No, I'm not watching that.
That's kind of funny.
It is funny.
Just like, what though? Then you just make cool commentary. Do you see how Zac Efron's face is different now?
Yep.
Have you guys seen Forrest Gump before?
Yep.
No? React to Forrest Gump for the first time. Boom, thumbnail.
Ooh. Have you watched it?
No.
So we're going to have to set up Noah Cam then too.
we can watch Forrest Gump, and I can take you guys to Bubba Gump Shrimp.
I've been there.
In San Francisco.
So it's a react/vlog now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That could be a lot of fun because
let's just be YouTubers. Let's not even be comedians.
there's no difference anymore.
That's pretty cool.
There really isn't. I mean,
no, not really.
I've been to Bubba Gump Shrimp though.
It's good.
I've done the trivia. I did fair.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive. You've
I
never
know
seen it?
he like runs and stuff.
He sure does. He goes running
Spoiler
for years.
alert, anybody else who hasn't watched it. But actually that was that actually came up like at my job for a long time because I've actually not watched like almost any Tom Hanks movies except Toy Stories. Obviously I've seen the Toy Stories. But yeah, I was like, no, I haven't. They would like just name them and I'm like, didn't see it. Haven't seen it. And then I watched the Disney live Pinocchio, and I was like, "Hey guys, I watched my first Tom Hanks movie." They were upset that it was that one.
Ooh, who is Tom Hanks?
Geppetto.
Oh, I don't think I saw that. The live action remake. I don't watch live action remakes of Disney movies.
Why not?
Why are they making them?
Make dead action movies. Am I right?
Make something new.
Make something new.
Make something else.
People don't really like that. The last like the new movies are not really like hitting it off like they used to.
Yeah, but the remakes of the old movies suck.
Do they?
I think so. I haven't any of them
There
that I
a
have
remake
seen. They're
that I
not
like?
good. The new Lion King was creepy.
Didn't watch it.
Good.
Good.
Lions had no balls.
Oh, I love Maleficent. You didn't like Maleficent? Which is, I mean,
That's a
kind of
new one.
It's kind of new.
It's at
Kinda
least
new.
a spin-off thing. Like,
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's good. But no, I don't like that. I like out of like movies that have come out recently, like all the Jordan Peele movies, I like.
Yeah.
Original ideas.
Really good. I say the same thing where
Mhm.
I tell Max how impressive it is every time to have like an original idea for like 3 hours
Mm-hmm.
in a movie.
No, yeah, they're great. They're great.
I like his movies.
I do too.
Each one I'm always like, not my favorite one.
Really?
Yeah.
So
Do you like the newer ones better than like his first one?
he only has 3, right? There's Get
That's
Out.
enough to have a first one.
There's Get Out. There's Us, and then there's Don't Look Up. I think are the 3.
I don't think it's called Don't Look Up. I think that's the Leonardo DiCaprio
You're right.
movie.
Oh fuck. You know
Don't worry,
which one-
guys. I got it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pull it up.
Well, there's Keanu.
Oh, that's considered one of his movies too.
I don't. First of all, I don't know.
What? That's canon? What are you saying? No.
Google. Sorry, my kid sent me a YouTube short. I can't wait to watch later. Shout out to my kid. I swear to God, I hope you don't find this. That's actually a big worry I have is that you ever find the podcast. Jordan Peele. Got it. Coming up. Did you like Key and Peele while I do this?
Yeah.
Look at me.
I did.
Being unprofesh.
I sure did like
It's called Nope.
Nope.
You look at Nope.
Nope.
Get Out, Us, and Nope. Yeah,
So
but
which,
I don't know.
which one did you like the most? I liked Us.
Us?
I watched Us multiple times.
I'm sure Get Out was my favorite. I'm pretty sure Get Out is my favorite. But
Get
each
Out's
time
number
I'm
2
like,
for me.
I like it. I like it every time.
Yeah.
It's like and that's the thing too. Suspense, scary, but I go see them. And I do the same thing with M. Night Shyamalan, except the caveat to the I see every M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Wow.
And every time I'm like, they're not going to be that good anymore. Every single time you're like,
Right.
it's going to get kind of corny at the end. And that's the thing. And I'm laughing my ass off.
Did you see the one
Yes. Which one? We'll talk
the
about
dudes in the concert?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know that the concert girl is his daughter?
Yeah.
And then you know the one before that with Dakota Fanning where it's called The Watchers?
Oh, no.
We saw that one after brunch again.
Gotta brunch it up first.
Gotta brunch it up. She directed it, his daughter.
Now, when you brunch, do you get the same thing at brunch?
You know I do. You know I have to. I was just making sure Keanu didn't count. It does not count everybody.
So what's your brunch? What are we having for brunch?
What do we have? Very specific. Well, I don't want to say where, but very specifically, I get Fromo.
What's that?
Yeah. Good thing everybody's sitting down in this room. You've had a mojito. You've had a frozen margarita. Frozen mojito. That's it. I don't have any more words for it. But they have so many flavors. They have original, and then they have...
So you drink before you watch a movie?
Yes.
Got it.
Then I sober up during the movie.
I see.
And then I don't feel guilty at all about all the popcorn and all the snacks and sweet treats I'm having.
Makes sense.
Right. So my favorite is strawberry, which is not that exciting, but I've also tried raspberry and peach and mango. I think my least favorite is mango, unfortunately, because normally I like mango stuff. But yeah, so always a Fromo, 2. So I always start with 1, and then I have 1 more. That's how many I can have, or then I'm going to be asleep in the movie.
You don't want that.
I don't. And then, I mean, it's safe now because I have Max. But like before Max, it was a thing where I was like, don't fall asleep in the movie.
Oh, so this is a pre-Max ritual.
No, just the falling asleep in public places.
Oh,
just that part.
Oh, whoa.
Which I'm like, problematic. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Turned out fine. Don't do that though if you're a girl. And so.
Whoa, you just fell asleep in public places?
I get tired. I'm freaking sleepy, man. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so what I eat, which I think was the question, I get the hamburger patty with eggs and hash browns. That's awesome. The last time I was like, let's get crazy. Let's add some garlic fries for the table because we're married. We don't care if we smell like garlic, except I care the whole rest of the day. And I'm like, I fucking smell like garlic and I hate it. But yeah, so that's what I have every time. And then we go and then we get the big popcorn and then I get a big soda. Big soda. I could not even imagine you drinking a soda the size that I drink at the movie theater every single time. Every single time I get that size. And then I always have to have a chocolate. I prefer to bring my own chocolate because I don't normally like the chocolates at the movie theater. You guys aren't this specific when you go enjoy a film in public?
No, it's just because I
You are
can
cooking
see it.
so hard right now.
Yeah, no, like so you go to the same place every time before, you get the same thing before, and then you go to the movie theaters, you get the same thing at the movie. It's amazing.
Well, during my heavier time, I would get a icy, which is what I want every time. But I'm like, we got to. Look, we're having the fromos and we're having the popcorn. You're going to have the diet soda. That's just what it is. Not that I don't enjoy the diet soda. What I like about getting the slushie at the movie theater, which I won't do anymore, but what I like about it, don't have to pee as much. I don't like how much you do in a head bob when I'm doing it. So anyway, when you do that one, you don't have to pee as often. And I like that because I always miss the movie and I always ask Max what happened and he won't tell me because he's watching and he's paying attention. Now, he'll tell me a little bit. He'll be like, nothing. And then I'll be like, something definitely happened. Yeah, I don't normally like the chocolates at the movie theater. For some reason at our movie theater, the chocolates are wrapped in the bag. They're individually wrapped. And so then I'm just I'm like unwrapping it and I'm making a scene in the movie.
Yeah.
And I hate that about myself,
right.
But I'm going to do it because I got to have the chocolate. And then I always get Max. Max doesn't like chocolate at all. So also, he doesn't like peanut butter, so he'll get like a nerd cluster. That's the thing I normally get for him, or some kind of sweet tart thing.
Yeah.
And I'll eat some of those as well. But I prefer to bring my own chocolate because I don't like the selection. But today I didn't bring a purse, so I'm not gonna have a purse. How do you like the movies?
Yo. That was a.
Do you still want to do the podcast?
That was a yap. That was good.
That's why they're 2 hours, and I'm sorry, and I'm trying to make them shorter.
That was incredible. Like every time I thought it was done, it was gonna keep going. But you know what you like. That's what I got out of that.
A lot of my day revolves around what food I'm gonna eat, one way or the other. So it's like either I'm excited or I'm being diligent. So. It's an excited day.
I can't. This has been episode 4. Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
That was incredible.
Cut it. Cut her off. Enough.
All right. We'll see you guys next time. Mm-hmm. Another comedy podcast. We love you. What's all the other stuff that you say?
Comment if you want. You know, I am looking. I would like to know what you guys want to see. Let us know if you want us to do react videos. That is all. I'm going to stop talking about it.
Yeah. If you guys want to, hear a react video where Caitlin talks about all the food that we ate during the movie.
I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that we could do snacks while we do it.
Oh, yeah. Eat snacks, the whole thing. Because, again, we're only going to record.
You want to do it right now? I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time.
Okay, bye. We love you.
Bye.
We're clapping in the microphone now.